So Crazy Pinball Boy is out, and I decided to hold out. Doing DEADBY until Tuesday night after DLC release of Descend Beyond. So this is probably going to be an interesting one.
Leave your entries in the forums below, and I'll read your opinions in the next episode of DEADBY.
What's up, guys? MrGimms back again for another episode of DEADBY. This time we're going to be covering Descend Beyond, Blight, and all that stuff that comes with it. Maybe some funny ones, we'll see. I wanted to wait until after the release of Descend Beyond so that we could actually, have an interesting episode, because we just know the forums are going to be fucking funny today. Let's get into it, guys. First one here. New patch, 15 frames per second for console. We are currently investigating reports. Okay. Interesting. As the title says, good job, Debs. You made DBD run even further than bad with this new update. I'm getting like 15 frames per drops, 15 FPS drops more than usual. When are they going to optimize console like they said 2 years ago, or at least give us cross progression so I can transfer my account to PC, since that's the only platform the devs care about. Jesus Christ. There is cross progression, I'm pretty sure. The thing in Entity News said. What? Blight has very high skill cap for very low reward. I've had a few people in my Discord say this as well. Should I add more? His power is very easy to dodge. Just move right or left a bit and he cannot land a hit because turning rate and lunge handicap. It is useless in 90% of loops because you don't fit into narrow windows of opportunity to hit Survivor, as it takes too long to wind up Lethal Rush. Okay, we got there. Alright, we get the idea. Interesting. Upvote to the bank man. Completely agree, he's absolutely worse than Legion. Shit. The whole chapter as a whole isn't bad, but man, if they would come up with a pinball killer, then geez. Wish they just had FNAF chapter instead. Okay. Okay, you can play Nurse. Okay. And I will play Nurse because even her double CD cooldown feels fun compared to Blight. That's true. I can't imagine testing this killer internally, seeing the feedback from the PTB and still coming away from it thinking the lethal rush lunge turn radius was fine. Stop solely listening to feedback from 50-hour Andes. 50-hour Andes. Guess I'll have to stick back to old killers who at least reward and effort put into them. Well, yeah, we can all go back to old killers. Like, I get that. As a comeback, though, that doesn't really make sense. We want to try to make the game better, yeah? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I'll be that guy I hated. Blight isn't that great. I'm usually pretty reserved when it comes to new chapters, waiting 2 to 4 weeks when a new killer perks are released to get a feel for them and see how they fare when put into actual games and not against potato survivors. Everyone screams nerf, this, buff this, and crowd usually goes quiet after some time has passed. But after playing Blight for a couple of dozen matches, he just isn't that great. His power is extremely map dependent. My first map as him was Hawkins because someone used that offering. Jesus Christ. Only walked away with 1 hook, 1 kill. Yeah, I got a 4K on Hawkins. I don't know. It's debatable, isn't it? I don't think we understand him yet fully. I see potential, but honestly, I'm so bad with him. Yeah, that's fair enough. The graphic update is phenomenal. Yeah, I thought I'd chuck this in here because, need a bit of positivity as well. There's so much negativity. Man, oh man, the graphic update is just excellent. Both the redesigned maps look great, and I love the look of the new generators along with the new animations. Well done, devs. Keep it up. I feel like it definitely adds to the horror aspect of the game, much more intense. Yeah, I agree. Everything, it definitely still looks like a potato with the jarring clash of art styles, colors, lighting, fogs, and everything in between. It honestly looks and plays like a game in beta. You're obviously never going to be too happy though, are you? There's always that one dickhead that just can't appreciate what they do. Unpopular opinion, New Killer Blight is fun to play. Fucking Jesus. After 5 threads talking how underwhelming and frustrating it is to play him, I've played about 7 matches with him just now. Managed Adept with 0 add-ons at rank 1 and now messing around with all the new reworked add-ons since PTB. Just to see the viability one by one. Sure, people don't know how to deal with him yet, but neither do people really know how to play him that well. Yeah, I agree. sort of the point of day 1 of the new chapter. Things I've noticed that many folks seem to not understand or choose to overlook. Mobility. Around the map with him is extremely strong and honestly allows you to patrol certain generator paths that even Hillbilly wouldn't be able to do. I do agree. Number 2. Low perspective for killer who doesn't fully seem to that hard to spot like Hag. Maybe amount minor downside. Yeah, I have noticed that. I kind of hate his fucking point of view. I have almost not noticed a moment where I was screaming in my head, I really wish I had my power back right now, because unlike... Yeah, alright, fair enough. Right, it's a massive essay. Unpopular opinions are supposed to be unpopular. Nobody disagrees that this killer is fun to play. The problem is he is... shit. That was a very long one, so I just skimmed it. I think he's tons of fun. I don't know how people complain about playing a pinball killer that that still has 115 speed. He's awesome and amazingly fun. Fair enough, mixed reactions. Day 1 again, everyone's losing their mind. Pretending to let a dying survivor get hatch is the same as teabagging at the exit gates. I had to look at this. Like, it's obviously happened to this guy. I main killer, but I dabble in survivor as well. I know both sides enough to know it isn't fun to get teabagged or exit gate by survivors, especially if you get rolled the entire game. Flip side being, killers don't be a toxic gamer and let a survivor crawl towards a hatch, making it clear that you'll let them have it, only to close it in their face or carry the last survivor around the map so you can find hatch, drop them, close hatch, and hook them. Jesus, people do that? I suppose they would, but fucking hell. Only time I ever closed a hatch in someone's face was for points. I still let them get the door. Okay, well that's irrelevant then, isn't it? Right. Fix Blight's basic attack and lethal rush attack. Wow, there's no one else attached to this. First off, I like the Blight. A lot of people don't like his power, but I do. Just please make it us able to 360 swing after a lethal rush. We are only able to hit in a small cone in front of us, and Survivor has many opportunities to run behind the killer. Please just buff my boy. He's your boy after 7 hours? Also, his basic attack feels so short. To play Oni and hit someone who's in an unsafe pallet, while with Blight I can't do such maneuvers. I do agree, he does seem short lunge. Like Hag it seems bigger. It's weird. Please tell me if I'm wrong about the basic attack, but it does feel way too short, and buff the lethal attack because it's weak. Well, I understand why no one else posted. There was a lot of messed up grammar there, buddy. I hate to say it, but Blight wasn't weak due to just collision. So cool, you fix his collision a bit. I think it's fixed quite a lot. Sad to say, his base power is still not good, you know. It's ping pong machine. I'm not sure why anyone says the ability to hit people in his power is strong. Any loop shuts that down immediately. Any turn, any main building, what's going on here? Okay. I mean, everyone complained Deathslinger was weak and he needed to change, and look where we are. They demand him get nerfed. Give it a month, nerf Blight will come. Probably. There were people in the forum saying Pyramid Head is bad. He has no map pressure, and now he turns out to have one of the best chase powers in the game. It's true. It is true. Everyone changes their opinion really quickly. Deathslinger is weak. Huntress is better than him in all regards. Nice try changing the narrative, though. Survivor. Fucking got him. Okay, seriously, I make one comment and then suddenly a Survivor main. Grow up, please. I play both sides. And I just have an opinion about both. If you don't like it, don't respond. No need to be one of those types throwing the main argument around. This is getting good. Jerry. The fact that so many people are claiming that he is weak is more telling of the average skill level of killers on these forums than anything. That's all. Oh, well, fucking put your opinion down as well as your dick, HP 150. Alright, I don't really like this killer. Okay, fair enough. That was at 7:32 p.m. which means 6:20 p.m. maybe? Oh no, 6:20 p.m. Yeah. So he was out for 2 hours. Okay. Even if we made some improvements, this killer is still goofy and clumsy. Literally a pinball machine. Stun time for every rush is pretty boring, and he's basically an M1 killer with no abilities. This killer is the door that promotes the gen rush. I don't see anything special from him. I'd rather main Legion at this point. 1,000 times better than Pinball Machine Killer. Oh, one more thing. His basic attack not being countered when using a rush is pretty stupid. I mean, if Survivor has exposed status effect, you can't one-shot him if you're using a rush, like his basic attack is something different. Yeah, I have noticed that. That would be a good change. I completely agree. He's just a worse Legion at this point. Jesus, I've seen that a lot, man. Fuck. 2 hours in as well. I'll say that this chapter isn't the worst because his perks are some of the best I've seen in like 6 chapters. There we go. Yeah. Wish we got a FNAF chapter instead of a pinball. DBD devs are out of ideas, clearly. I'm a bit worried about that myself, but still, yeah. At the risk of sounding stupid, what does M1 killer mean? Oh, okay, fair enough. He doesn't know. That happens. I keep seeing that applied. Just mouse one. The forums really amaze me sometimes. This dude is insanely strong, can run at 9.2 meters, can actually down in his power. He has insane map presence, basically for free, is a zoning monster in his power, and can easily down at like half the structures in the game. His add-ons are a bit batshit insane good. They are actually quite good. And he has next to 0 stun out of his power, which can be reduced even further with add-ons. Yeah. And somehow he's worse than Legion. Who can do none of these and literally bottom 3 killers in the game? Y'all need to get good, seriously. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Alright. Killers need to stop complaining. With the recent updates, I feel that devs are finally listening to killers about how to make it more even. Yeah, I agree. However, just like Rise of Skywalker... Where is this going? Instead of listening to people who know what they are talking about, the devs decided to listen to all the whiny brats that are, for some reason, still complaining that DEADBY is survivor-sided. DEADBY? Dead by Daylight. The new argument being, oh, you have to pay to get any good perks as killer. Like, seriously? Just save up shards, buy the character, or don't. I don't care. You're all over the shop, dude. Meg. Makes sense to me. Long story short, stop being childish and learn to get better instead of saying how the game's survivor-sided, especially with these new perks. I'm Alfredo Baggins. Thank you for coming to my dead talk. What the fuck just happened? Boo, you suck. I agree that the devs tend to listen to the wrong people, but it's both sides, so I would reword your title. Yeah, I think this guy's all over the shop. Don't forget the weekly shrine that lets you pick up teachable perks without buying that killer. That's sound advice, dude. Really? The main complaints I've seen about perks having to be paid for are the ones that help beginners out, such as Zanshin, Windows, Visionary. And to be honest, it's kind of justified, in my opinion at least. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Fun killer to play as, but he's a gen rush magnet, enough said. Yeah, I've had a bit of that in my matches, but that's rank 1, isn't it? I don't know what's fun about him. I like running into objects and getting mad like the next guy. Honestly, he's just worse than Legion. That is so common to say, man. Poorly, especially on indoor maps, my frames were at 5 frames per second or lower. Yeah, it seems random for everybody. It's really weird. Boring to play against, honestly. God. When was this done? 10:40, okay. First day. Final thoughts, it's literally day 1. We need time to feel him out. Yeah. I just got a 4K 5 gen on Midwich, and even at any losing games have been 15 minutes long, and these were against PC Survivor friends. I'm not really feeling the gen rush vibes yet. I am definitely rank 1, but you know, just like anything, you gotta feel it out. Day 1, guys. Hag and Blight. I ship cute and hobbly pair. Okay then. I'll accept it. Me too. Sounds about right. Smiley face. You kill all 4 survivors, but... Entity? No. Entity. No, that's not merciless. Go play Civ 5 Ruthless Move. I've gotten 25k BP in a match and gotten entity displays. Jesus Christ. Is that possible? That's weird. BP has nothing to do with pipping, as your emblem points can fluctuate up and down depending on how well you're playing, or how you're playing. That's pretty funny though. I know exactly what you mean. You get a good intense match with lots of value and somehow you get scolded at the end despite a base high BP. It's like being scolded for making a B on your report card when you're a kid. Yeah, I agree. That was a good one, Arsenal. How to effectively snipe noobs with the Death Slinger. This is interesting. What? Do you use this screen sticker as well? Is it cheating? But I guess it's totally undetectable. Yeah. So they're going to put this on the screen? Really? Like a crosshair? Looks like the people you're shooting aren't the only noobs. People do that? That made me laugh. Here's my upvote. Why bother when you can just tape a tiny piece of paper to the middle of your screen? Do people actually do this though? I'd never use such a sticker. If I needed a crosshair on my screen, I'd use the function available on my display to put one on. Won't even show up in recordings. The future is now, old man. Arsenal, these are good, man. That was really good, Arsenal. Do people actually do that though? Fucking hell, man. That's rough. Right, guys, that's the end of this week's episode of DEADBY. I hope you enjoyed. I know most of it was just covering the new DLC. Obviously, I wanted to wait and make sure that that was sort of the focus of this DEADBY because I knew there'd be a lot of funny and interesting topics. So, hope you guys found it fun. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you did enjoy it and you want to see more. I really love doing DEADBY. I hope you guys enjoyed as well, and I will see you tomorrow for the stream. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you in the next one.